fitness, foodies, and the fabulous absurd. From burpees to Camus, you're never gonna know what you're gonna get from your Burpee Yoga Uncle. This is your Burpee Yoga Uncle. This is a very strange topic. On a few weeks ago, I think in June, towards the ending of the month, I lost my first dog. Her name was Aiko, and it was really strange. So let me tell you what happened first. So basically, my dog is a Maltipoo, and I got three dogs. Come here, hey, shush. It's a Maltipoo, and it was only 2 years old. We have a sister, and then we also have a baby. I mean, we got him as a baby. We still have the sister, and then you take them for vaccines, right? So we took them to vaccines at 2 years old, and they got a couple of shots like rabies and stuff like that. And then they said, oh, your dog's teeth is blackened, the baby teeth is no good, so we need to get tooth extractions. So my Maltipoo, you see videos on her name is Aiko. Basically it's like 4 pounds, okay? So okay, we'll do the tooth surgery. So that's on a Tuesday. We sent her down on Tuesday. They said we'll give her local anesthesia, and then after that they're gonna take extraction and we can pick her up Tuesday night. So Tuesday night comes around, I go pick her up, and she's super groggy, right? And it's like she can barely stand. And then they go, no, it's gonna wear off with the anesthesia. So we took her home, and Wednesday morning she was still groggy. And the other thing too is her head just keep going like this, left and right, and then it's just like she's not seeing anything. So we got worried, So we called the doctor Wednesday morning, and the doctor says, hey, your dog may be just having effects of the anesthesia. Her body can't process it. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna stop giving her the pain medicine. So they give her 2 medicines, the pain medicine and also amoxicillin, which is antibiotic, right? Because they are afraid of infection. So we just gave her the amoxicillin, and then in the morning I give it twice a day. So we give her in the morning, and then like towards the afternoon, she's still the same. And one of the things that she likes to do the most, and you see it in my videos, my dogs like to go to the park with me to do burpees. So I always say something like, oh, Bella, Aiko, and Kiwi, want to guy go to the park, right? And then they'll just all jump to go to the park. And believe it or not, Aiko actually understood that. Her head pops up. She cannot even walk, but she pops up. She wants to go. She couldn't. So I carried her to the park with me, and I got videos, and I can't bear to put it. I got videos of her basically trying to walk like she was drunk. Kiwi had the same problem, and when she had something with her liver. Anyway, to make a long story short, we thought she was getting better because, she could walk a little bit, right? Because she couldn't walk before. So we thought she was getting, we were really happy, and we're trying to figure out, planning what to give her to eat to get her back 100%. And then so that's Wednesday night comes around, and I had to give her medicine, right? Amoxicillin. So I gave her amoxicillin, and I think that's when it turned the worst, because she started convulsing and having involuntary poop and pee, and it's just really bad. And after a while it subsided, but she just keeps crying, and then so we try to console her, give her some water, and then my wife actually slept with her and she was fine. And then that was Thursday morning. Thursday morning comes about, and we didn't give her the medicine anymore. We called the doctor, and we didn't call the doctor yet. We were watching her, and then all of a sudden she starts twitching, twitching, and we didn't know it was a seizure. We just thought she was twitching. So we called the doctor. Doctor said, well, bring the dog over. We'll take a look at her. We brought the dog over. She goes, now we're going to keep her under observation in the dog hospital. And so that was Thursday. And I'll give you a call on Thursday afternoon. He never called. I keep calling, never call. So Friday morning, I run over to the stupid doctor. And the doctor said, oh, your dog has a liver shunt. It's a congenital liver shunt. It's very bad for the dog. Nobody knows that can happen. And I go, the dog was perfectly fine. We did all the research on what a liver shunt was, and my dog Aiko has no symptoms of it. I go, oh no, but they can have liver shunt without the symptoms. I go, but that's impossible. And I go, did you do blood tests on the dog and stuff like that? And then the nurses at that time was asking the nurse, right? And the nurse goes, well, if the dog's 5 years to below, typically we don't do any blood tests. So, and then they did provide a blood test that was done like around 150 or something like that. And it does show, the high levels of something to do with the liver. I don't know how to read it, so I have no clue. But so the doctor said, yeah, it's a liver shunt problem, no good. And then so that was Friday morning. I was yelling at him. Friday afternoon, my wife comes down and starts yelling at him like, you freaking messed up my dog. And then the doctor even actually told us, we should just put the dog down because he's not going to survive liver shunt like this. It's just no good. But then the doctor has a son, and the son goes, now let me try to save him. So I talked to I went to just around 5:30. Me and my wife is both there, and the second doctor goes, no, we will try to save it. He's going to give it some medicine. Hopefully it works tomorrow. So of course by that time we don't trust the doctor anymore. So we prepare for a second doctor to get ready to take her. And so Saturday morning comes. We go first thing in the morning. They open at 9 o'clock. And when we see how's Aiko doing, he goes, well, I think they give me discharge. She's still kind of groggy, but everything, she ate a little bit of food, and you're gonna give you some medicine. You can take her home. That was like $400 plus $400 with $900. Right away, we took Aiko to the second vet. First thing the second vet said after looking at her is like, your Aiko's eyes are contracted. That usually means the brain's swollen. We're gonna have to put in the medicine, and I'll take a look. We'll do some tests like a bio test, which is what they do for liver shunts. And so they did the test. It came out normal. They did ultrasounds on it. It came out normal. So we're like 99% it's not liver shunt, And then what the doctor said is the dog probably had hypoxia, which is a lack of oxygen. So we're guessing that when the dog went under, they either gave him too much anesthesia or too little bit. I don't know which one it is. Same thing with oxygen. Either give him too much oxygen or too little bit. Either way, it messed up my dog. So, but it was getting better. We took her at 9 o'clock. By around 12:30, the second vet called us. This is a different hospital altogether. Told us, yeah, your dog's doing a little bit better. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to take her home. If all the signs are getting better. And then at around 4, we get a call that Aiko's heart stopped. They tried to revive her. They couldn't. We were just completely livid. So we're doing stuff right now to complain to the veterinary board about this particular doctor. Apparently he has a lot of bad reviews. We didn't know it. We've been with him for 6 years, but we've never done any procedures, so we had no clue. Just the vaccines. He seemed to be okay, right? And then we found out all the stuff that he's done is so terrible, so terrible. He killed many, many dogs. I mean, it was just shocking. I'm not going to go into that. What I'm going to go into is I never knew what it's like to lose a dog. I've never had a dog lost before. And it was so strange. I couldn't even make this video. My dog passed away June 24th. It's July 10 or 9. It's been 3 weeks. For the first week, I could not look at pictures. I keep blaming myself, like if I could have done this, I could have done that. Thinking I blame like if we just hadn't taken them to do the vaccine, if we had just not taking him on that Tuesday because they originally scheduled both this dog and her to go on a different day. If I didn't change the schedule for Aiko to go that day, then maybe she would have a different doctor. It would be better. Or if I didn't give her the amoxicillin on Wednesday night because it would be better. I was beating myself up. I was crying, tearing for no reason. I was bawling. And, one of the stuff that saved me, to be honest, was YouTube videos. That's why I'm making videos like this one. Hopefully, if you're going through the same challenges of losing your pet, whether it's a dog or a cat or a bird, and you finding just uncontrolled tears and sadness, believe it or not, it's normal. I'm not kidding. It's normal. I realize it's normal. I thought at that time it was very strange. Have I lost pets before? Yeah, I've lost parakeets. I've lost cockatiels that flew away. My first cat I had to give it away, but it's different than dying. And I cried for those pets. I've had family members that died, and I've had friends that died. I cried for all of them. But it was so different with Aiko, a dog. I didn't understand it, you know. So I read all these theories online, you know, like if we're gonna see the dog, where do dog goes? Do they go to heaven? I'm sure you read books like that, and this is what I choose to believe that gives me comfort. Whether it's true or not, I just choose to believe it. There's one of the videos that I saw where the person says that your whole dog's entire life they've chosen when they came. They chose who their master is going to be. They chose how they're going to die, even with a car crash. And they chose everything. So don't blame yourself for your dog dying or your pet dying. And the second thing is, they will go through the Rainbow Bridge, and then when we pass this earth, all the animals that we love and everyone, obviously we're going to see them all again. They're just waiting for us. I still miss her. Like like for me too right now, that was what it was like for the first week, for no reason at all. I'd be crying, or if I see one picture of her on my phone, I still have a lot of videos of her. I do a Superman push-ups. I have to go through my videos, and I try my best not to see the videos of her, but it's really hard. And I mean, the other thing that I read too, like everything I'm reading, it came from YouTube videos. I really thank you everyone that posted their grieving of their dog and all the different things, because it really helped me through. I mean, I still miss her. Our house is like much quieter now that, I mean, I still have Kiwi here and also Bella. They're much more quiet without Aiko being here. I'm 100% certain that Bella knows that Aiko's not coming back. For the first few days, she was just mopping around. Now she's a little bit better, but they used to chase each other right there. Every morning they used to play hide and seek. And I'm really sad that Bella don't get a chance to do that anymore with her sister. This is the first time in her life that she's without her sister, because they were born together in the same litter, and we took both of them together. But anyway, the other thing that I'm trying to think of all the stuff that I want to say. I don't know how to comfort you. In time, you'll understand. I mean, I only had my dog for 2 years, and then I'm reading videos about people who's had their dog for like 10 years, 14 years. I mean, I can just imagine the agony and the pain and the hole that's been missing. And if you only have one dog, to come home, and if you live alone, to come home to have that dog not be there to bark at you or to lick you or to show you their love. One of the things that I read too that people don't understand, and I understand why people are so passionate about pets, especially dogs, is, you know, dogs are part of your life, but to your dog, you are their entire life. So just like my wife said, you know, why should when you have a kid, why is it the responsibility of the kid to give you back the love that was given by you as parents? Well, because the kid never chose to be born. You chose the kid to be born. So of course you got to give it unconditional love. Now, if you do a good enough job, hopefully that reciprocates. But a lot of parents, even though they're bad parents, thinking they're good parents, they want their kids to reciprocate and respect them. But it kind of doesn't work that way. I mean, deep inside, I'm sure those kids will always love and respect you. But if you did some bad stuff to them, you know, it's going to be tough. So same thing with a dog. I mean, I chose to have Kiwi. We chose to have Bella and Aiko, and it's our job to take care of them as much as we can, and as part of our life, right? But for them, we are their entire life. They are just babies, 100% dependent on us for their entire life, right? This one right here depends on us for everything, from brushing her teeth to giving her food to walk her, and all she wants is our attention and give us back love. You know, I was trying to make this video for a long time, but I couldn't because I would cry, and I didn't want to cry too much. But you know, if you're listening to this video, knows that it's okay to blame yourself, but you shouldn't. because it was gonna bound to happen already, and your dog's in a better place now. There's no pain for it. It feels better. And also, as time goes by, you'll remember all the love and all the fun that you guys shared together. Right now, it's been 3 weeks. I still can't really look at her videos that much. So maybe I'll make a follow-up a few months later, and I'll show videos of her. You know, I'm trying to save all the videos. We have some videos of her here and there, but I don't think I have a video of Bella and Aiko chasing. I really wish I have that. So, you know, advice is, you know, take as many videos and pictures as you can of your pet. Same with your loved ones, your kids, your parents. One thing that somebody told me that's really smart, before your parents pass away, make a video of them saying I love you. Because once they go, there's no way for them to say it anymore. So that's one advice I can give you as well. Same thing with your dogs and your pets and your loved ones. That's pretty much it. I don't nothing else to say. I'm really mad at the doctor. We told our dog breeder that we got the dogs from what happened to Aiko, and she asked me which hospital. We told them, and then she goes, "Oh my God, was it the older doctor or the younger doctor?" Then we're thinking, "Oh my God, what?" And then she goes, we told him it was the older doctor. And she goes, "Well, yeah, you should have told me about that you want to take the dog to that doctor, because a while ago, you know, she's a dog breeder. She had a pug that was pregnant with 4 pups, and she wanted to know when they're going to be born. So apparently she goes to this same vet, and she took the dogs over there for an x-ray to see when the pug's going to be born. At that time, she was telling us each pug is worth about $2,000, and so she took the dogs over there, and for some reason, this stupid doctor, instead of just doing x-rays on the mother, decided to cut open the dog and take out the babies. I'm not kidding. And so what happens is, basically, the babies all die along with the mom. And this person has the gall to ask my dog breeder to pay for the surgery. Obviously, she never paid. But then if we had heard stories like that beforehand, we would not have taken Aiko or any of our. We don't go to that vet anymore. And you know, my wife posted what happened to us on like a neighborhood board, and she got like 10,000 views and so many stories about this stupid doctor. I can't believe it. So do your own research. You know, read all the bad comments about the vets. I mean, there's certain things you can't do. Some vets, they're gonna lose pets not because they're incompetent, because it's just what it is. There's a lot of underlying conditions with the dogs and the cats. So you know, are they to blame 100%? No, but I'm pretty certain for Aiko it is. After doing some research, we realized for small dogs, you need a specialist to have them go under anesthesia and everything. And for sure, if you're going to do under for anything, you should do blood tests on your pets. We didn't know that. We had no clue. We thought it was a normal thing to put a dog under just to get their teeth done. So I don't know. Our life changed. Not for better, it's just change. Not for worse. I keep saying every day is a blessing. We're above ground. Teach us his lessons. Nothing lasts forever. As Buddha would say, everything is not permanent. Everything is temporary. So just enjoy the best you can. And as they say, man, this too shall pass. I'm still mourning, and I'm hoping that each day the hole gets a little bit smaller. It will never be closed. I'll always miss Aiko. I see pictures of, I have videos of her on my channel, and I can barely watch it. I even took down the playlist, but you can search for it if you want. I'm so glad I got a few videos of her on here. Same thing with my other bird, my parrotlet, Sunday, that passed away this year too. It's been a tough year, but I know he's trying to teach us a lesson, and the lesson is always love your loved ones as much as you can, because everything is temporary. With that, bless up. Hopefully your healing will start or continue to heal better and better if you lost your pet and that's why you're here. There's many other videos better than mine out there, but I want to pay it forward to let you know that it is normal to cry. uncontrollably for extended amount of time, and every now and then you just start crying for no reason because something reminds you of your dog or your cat or your animal, your fur babies, and it's not your fault. It is what it is. Everything is fate. And lastly, is just be happy with the time that you had with your pet, because if they weren't there, you wouldn't have shared that joy. And that pain you feel is because you're gonna miss that joy you have with them. And you thought it would last forever, but it doesn't. Even these, I'm dreading when this one's gonna go. Always thought that Kiwi was gonna go first because she's old, but I'm dreading when she's gonna go, and I'm also dreading when Bella's gonna go. Hopefully not for a long time. So the tears that we all cry for our pet is because of the love that they showed us, and it's unconditional. I also watched somewhere where people actually mourn their dog dying sometimes more than their mom die. And it sounds blasphemy, but it really kind of depends on how your mom treated you. Humans are kind of cruel sometimes without knowing it. They say things and do things that, I don't want to say make you love them less or make you resent them, but humans, right? We're flawed. But a dog's love, a cat's love, to me they're unconditional. They love you no matter what. No matter how bad you treat them, they still want you to love them. And I think that's the reason why it is so traumatic to lose a pet. A dog or a cat. I don't know any other animals. When my cockatiel Rainbow went missing for a week, and I bawled a lot too, but to not to the same extent. It was a miracle that we found him back. But anyway, just remember, this too shall pass. You're always gonna miss your pet, but it shall get better. And hopefully one day you guys will reunite and you'll remember all the love and good times you guys shared. All right, have a good one. Bless up.